Hello, investors. I hope all of you had a fantastic day. I had a good day on the stock market, made a little bit of money. Not a ton, nothing to write home about, but a solid day anyway. We had quite a few moves and quite a lot to talk about, so I'll just get right to the list. In the top 7 stocks to buy now, recap, number 7, MBio, it had a good day, 5.59% return, way above average volume. I'm sure that's in response to the insider purchasing. And also, it's up in post market already, so we might be in for some continuation. I like MBio to continue. I think it's going to continue to do well. Obviously, insiders believe in it. That CEO insider buy was extremely impressive. Good things coming. All right, next is Alt. Alt also had insider activity yesterday, and that's the big one that had the 10% owner load up in it. And 0.91 up, pretty low volume on it today. I'm sure there's something on the horizon for this stock. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to be watching it for price weakness. This might be one to move away from, or it might skyrocket. And if it skyrockets, I'll be glad I held on to it. But I'm going to be watching real closely to kind of see which direction it's going to go tomorrow. All right, next is Annex. Annex had a terrific day. More insider activity again today. So this was the big winner for me today. 16% return. You see that more than 5 times the average volume. So people are figuring out there's some accumulation happening by the insiders on this thing, and all of it's happening in open market. So definite continuation I'm expecting on this. So we're going to hold it for a few more days and see what happens. Of course, I'll always be watching price action to look for a good exit point where we make good money, or at least I feel like it's no longer a great value. But at this point, I think sky's the limit for Annex. So we'll just keep going. It's up a little bit more in after hours, so people are picking it up even more, and I think that's good. Hopefully it keeps going. Next is TTOO. This had a tougher day today, 5% loss today, and you can see really low volume. So that's something I'm kind of just watching on this one, not liking the volume, but it's got some big catalysts coming, and so I think that they will be on their way. We should have good returns out of this, so lots of long-term catalysts on this. I plan on holding this through the end of June. I'm expecting there to be more toots loading up, some more of the institutions loading up now that it's compliant with NASDAQ, and or should be, although I don't recall seeing any news on that. If anyone has any news on that, if you could please share it in the comments below, it'd be very much appreciated. EPZM. Okay, so this was a PDUFA run-up stock. Its PDUFA date is this Thursday. I did decide to sell the stock. I sold it for a 9% gain today. We're just a couple days away. I do not hold through decision, so I just thought that this was a good time for me. I will be watching it, hoping that it gets approved and take a look at its prospects after that. But I don't hold through the decision, so this was the right time for me to get out, so I went ahead and did that. Next is NBRV. NBRV had a really solid day. It continues to run up. We are looking at PDUFA date on Friday, and there has been nothing announced. So as far as I know, everything is good to go on this guy. Tremendous volume today, 19.61 million. And so it seems like it's still accumulating. People are still buying in. People are excited about the FDA approval process. Went up again today, so we're holding. I'll make a decision soon probably to get rid of that, but for right now we'll just keep holding, keep going. Evoque. Okay, so Evoque, there were lots of factors that made me kind of feel uncomfortable with this one. I just kind of feel like maybe the hype is over. It was on high volume with price down, which means people are exiting prior to FDA approval, which is typical because what happens is if you're a smart investor and you don't have margin power, then you need to get out of the stock 2 days prior so that your money is available again to reinvest if it does get FDA approved. And so that's kind of the game. So that's why the 2-day price time frame is good. So this is a little early. At 3 days, I did decide to exit. I exited with a 14% gain late this afternoon. I just didn't like how it just red bar after red bar after red bar. I was tired of seeing it, wanted to lock in my profits, and so that's exactly what I did. So now I'm going to cover on the charts just exactly why I sold EPZM and Evoque and exactly what I was looking at. Okay, so we start with EPZM. as we were going along, it looked like that high of 2048. I really wish I would have sold right around there, but I did not. I saw these deprecating factors down here that are happening right at 830, and I became concerned. And then the EMA was below the SMA line, and also we saw lots of red bars, and so I decided that the time is right for me to get out, so that's what I did. And anyway, that's what I was looking at on that one. All right, next is Evoque. Yeah, not the best. And right here, late in the afternoon, you could just see just over and over again, it was just kind of down in price, this little march down. So a lot of red bars, stagnant. And then I just decided that it was time for me to get out. I just didn't like the way that it looked, and there was no power behind it for sure. There were lots of people selling out, getting ready for that PDUFA date. And so hoping for approval so their money's available. And so I did the same thing because I just didn't want to lose my profits. You know, a pretty good day, and I'm excited about tomorrow. So hopefully some good things will start to happen. Watching lots of insiders for good things to go into. And I'll definitely be in touch on Stocktwits. And also, if you're getting enjoyment out of this list, if you could please hit that most amazing and wonderful like button, and then also subscribe and turn on bell notifications so that you can get the reasoning behind any of the new stocks that we might choose. Everyone, I hope have a great day, and tomorrow we will have more stuff for you. Raythoven signing off.